So we have one more speaker. Last but definitely not least, and I'll tell you selfishly, this brother is a writer. He is a producer. He's a sentimental. He's a romantic. The reason why I say all this is because he's a great reflection, and I see myself in him, and I appreciate you just for being, brother. So come on up here. His name is Lawrence from Memphis, Tennessee.
Tribulations, culture appropriation, straight from plantations and incarceration, mass segregation, never got reparations. How in the world could this be the greatest nation? Crackers get loud when they feel a little crowd.
I have no idea what I'm talking about. I paid $2.75 for a Sprite today, y'all. Why? What are we doing? Type of life are we living? What type of world are we living in where I have to pay $2.75 for a Sprite? I stood in line and I contemplated it, honestly. Like, I was sitting there today and I was like, do I really want this? I parked my car at Denzel's house because my car got rummaged through last week. Whatever, it is what it is. We in California, we know what's up. But I'm walking, I'm like, Denzel's house is really like, sit up? Okay, all right. I hate being told what to do, but I'm gonna do it. All right, it's all good. Yo, Chance Online, y'all really are beautiful. I contemplated, I stood in line, and I was like, do I really want to pay $2.75 for a Sprite? I did it. Pride, mostly. It was mostly pride. Cuvette. I don't know why I'm doing this, but you've been on my heart. And Cuvette, I met her a few months ago at a Correct the Space potluck. And I kept calling her ma'am. Over and over and over again. And I contemplated to myself, why? Why do I keep calling her ma'am? But Cuvette. It wasn't just a Southern hospitality. It's because you regal as fuck, baby girl. You walk with royalty. You are royalty, and that's how I see you. Every time I encounter you, it's the most. Your hug reminds me of my mom. Your hug reminds me of my mom, and I just want to give my flowers to you real quick. Just to say you are always welcome within us, within Correct the Space. Can I give a hand for Cubette, please? Always welcome. I really don't know where to go. You know, this is, it's not new for me. And to be a part of an experience with KG and Chance, to see these brothers where I was years ago, to participate in this class with them, have these discussions, have these conversations, to have an experience to go out to, I can't even remember the name of the restaurant we went to, but to even to go to the Warriors Parade with them, I saw myself. I saw myself at 21 if I didn't take a leap and join the Air Force. And for y'all brothers to be here and to experience this class and to understand who you are and to love yourself and to break the performative norm is a really powerful thing, bro. And for y'all to be here right now, my nigga, like, y'all about to shake some shit up. Y'all about to shake some shit up. And I just want to say I love y'all. Like, it's not no little homie shit. This some brother shit. Like, I got love for y'all. And I appreciate y'all for what y'all do. I was thinking earlier of, if Denzel tells us constantly not to practice. He tells us not to come with anything pre-written, and you can't fucking help it. you can't help it. You read, and for me, I'm a writer, so I'm constantly always thinking of how people feel, how people are looking, how people are going about life. And I'm always studying. Like, I'm always paying attention to the smallest things in the world. And so I couldn't help it, but I'm not going to do it. But I am going to speak from the heart and just let you know that, black men, I do see you. I see you every day when I walk down the street. I am you. I know what you go through. I completely understand, you know, and not everybody in here has been fatherless or their dad hasn't been around, but I experienced it. I completely understand the need for your father's approval or for a man's approval. I completely understand that, your mother is probably the only woman that's going to forgive you 1,000 times. Over and over. For any black man in here, love your mother. That's the only one you will ever have. She may not be here tomorrow. She may not be texting you or calling you or tagging you in this Facebook post that you're annoyed by. But this is the woman that birthed you, and it's probably the only one that will forgive you 1,000 times. Black men, love your brothers next to you. We put on a front. To be completely honest, we put on a front on a day-to-day because it's the only way we know how to survive. Walking through these streets, we put on a mean mug. I walked through Oakland, and I wouldn't recommend it for ladies, please don't do this. I walked through Oakland last night about midnight by myself, just walking through Oakland, observing, paying attention, just trying to understand why I'm here in this city. And there were certain men that I saw that I know society fears. And I've wondered as I was walking, why do they fear them? Why do they depict these men as dangerous? Why do they depict these men as unhonorable? Men that will come out the streets and slice your neck, whatever it is, or how society depicts them. And when I looked at these men, I saw me. I saw me, and I felt sorry for them because society doesn't give us a chance. So black men in here, I feel you. I completely understand when you go to San Francisco for a burger and everybody looks at you like you weird, like you're the issue. I understand the way society depicts you, and you feel like there's nothing you can do. But I'm telling you, here today, we making a fucking change. Everybody in this room would create the space. When I joined, and I know I'm jumping around, when I joined Create the Space, actually, I say this, 2 years ago, I didn't think I was gonna be here. When I say I didn't believe I was gonna be here, I thought I was gonna be gone from this earth. I had lost over half a dozen friends within 2 years. Back to back to back to back. And I felt death. I completely felt death like weighing heavy over me. And I was sad. Like I was not in the space to love anybody. I was not in the space to, I couldn't even write, y'all. Like I couldn't even write like a 7-letter sentence. Like it was killing me because I was seeing my brothers being taken out. And I was wondering why I was feeling this way for 2 years until I came to Oakland. And I thought, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was the weed. I thought it was the weed that was affecting me. No. It's the love from the people here. It's the love from people like Denzel. It's the love from people like my bro Tony. It's love from people like KJ, Chance, Zaire, Remo, Jabari, G, OG. It was love from people like you that completely shifted the way that I thought about life and the way that I maneuvered. And I just want to take the chance to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in your space. Thank you for the opportunity to be in your space, because now that I'm here, I promise to give everything that I have for the community. Black men, we about to take it to another fucking level. I don't know if y'all know it. And I'm not going to chastise you, but I do want to recommend that we love our women, and that in order to progress, bro, and I'm gonna keep it a buck 100. My mentor is gay. Is a gay black man who has excelled in every area of life. If the LGBTQ community is not a part of your vision of what black excellence is, please stay the fuck away from me. Because we in this together. This is a war that we are fighting. And they are out to kill us. We have been constantly dehumanized, constantly dehumanized, and we still are to this day in all aspects of life. But we're here to change the narrative, we're here to shift. I don't know, I have so much love to give to everybody. I really want to just sit down and talk with everybody. We're starting a podcast next week. Who want to be a guest? I'm bringing y'all on. Please talk to me after the show. I know this is random, but it was just on my heart. I see you in the back, TJ. Yeah, bro. We ain't connected yet, but we follow each other on Instagram. It's all good. I don't really have nowhere else to go, y'all. I love y'all. I'm here. And we about to make a shift we about to make a shift in the community. We about to take it to a whole nother level. Quessy, what's up, bro? Y'all need financial advice? That's my brother right there. I was about to go on a rant.
All right, so we have time for maybe a couple of questions before we take our intermission. But if you do have questions, you can also save them, because we'll be right back with these gentlemen on our panel. So, do we have any questions for Lawrence? Go ahead.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't got the question, but shout out Q. You already know where we stand. We good. I forgot to give a shout out to Rondi.
Yeah,
my man.
Yoga, black
Rondi.
man yoga.
Yeah, I almost forgot. That's all I needed the mic for.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, I just wanted to say too, I kind of spontaneously, when I hit a low point, was invited by, I know Brother Brian is here, but to an event, and I was just told it was a potluck, and I got there, and I was introduced to all these brothers here at Create the Space, and Denzel did the most beautiful thing. He made everyone be quiet for a second, and he said, just describe what you do, what you're about, and how you can serve, and how you need help. And it was so cool how deep everything got. And we were temperate. We had oxtail, shrimp, but it was like we had alcohol and stuff, but everybody's just frequency was on such a high level. And when we got to Q said, besides, I mean, he has several gifts as you've heard, but he said, if anybody's really just at rock bottom, call me. And within that week, and I've thrown parties out here with hundreds of people. I've blocked off streets and done ciphers, but waking up 10 years later, I don't know how many people I can really call. But when I hit rock bottom, he was there for me. When I couldn't get into a venue, he walked with me in freestyle. And that is a gift that he had. And I just wanted to pretty much testify that, like, what Create the Space is doing is beautiful and unique. And I've seen a lot of people talk about the same ethics, you know, like black and black love, but they actually execute it and they actually have it. And this brother, if you hit rock bottom, you should get his contact, because he will be there for you. I work for a white guy I barely like. I'm not trying to be racist, but when he gets around other white people, he doesn't even acknowledge my presence. He wants to teach me my history, and I hit him up, and he's on the phone chopping it up with me. He's in the corporate world, and I know he's got it way worse than me sometimes, than what I've got. And it's just a blessing to have this brother a part of this community, and also just to actually have someone who will be there for you. And that is the type of people that are in this community, but especially Q here personally for me. I just wanted to give a shout out and just say thank you, bro.
I love you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I love you.
Hey, shout out Brian over there. I ain't forget about you.
Hey, shout out to Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, who want the mic? Hey, shout out my man Ryan right here. For sure. Shout out to my Asian folks.
Oh yeah, shout out that boy Ross too. I see you back
Ross.
there. Yeah. Oh, he got a question. Okay.
Hey, I got a question.
What's up, bro?
What has it been like to find community here in Oakland? Coming from another state, another community, another space. What has it been like for you to feel like you found community?
First off, before I answer that, somebody lied to me and said that Oakland is dangerous, whatever. Bro, I'm black. I'm from the gutter. This is, if you walk in a certain light, if you walk with love, you'll be okay. I say this right now. I don't really care. I said it on the platform. Last week my car got rummaged through. And I was wondering, why did it happen? Something got taken from me. And I'll be honest, a gun got taken. That's not how I want to move through life. I move through life in love. But also, too, finding community, let me tell y'all something. I've never felt anything like this before in my life. This is healing. This is healing. I was done. I was running away from everything until I found these brothers. Until Brian ended up randomly taking me to Denzel house on a random day, and from there my life has completely changed. Finding community, bro. Ross, you know the men's workhouse. Any man in here, we have first and third Wednesdays. Please be there. It's healing. It's healing on another level that I can't even explain physically right now, even as a writer. But y'all can follow the blog, and I'll probably talk about it in that as well. I love y'all.